And I just want to say shout out to my brothers from Manny. 3 years ago, 3 years ago, they were all at me on Twitter. At me on Twitter now.
Welcome back to another episode on Hadal TV. My name is Ahmed, and alongside me is
Asset.
This is becoming a rather regular occurrence, Sbcl.
Yes, it is.
We've been covering this quite a lot this year, and now we're getting into what we call the business end of the season. May times, who's going to win, who's not going to win. The game that we're reviewing today is between
Manchester and Cardiff.
Manchester went away.
Yes.
We'll get onto all of that. If you're new to the channel, if this is your first video, make sure you guys
Like and subscribe.
Drop your comments below as well. Let us know what you like, what you don't, how we could improve it, all that good stuff.
Pay your free rent.
Free rent, man. Free rent. That's all. So I wasn't in the country.
Yes, you were. You wasn't.
I wasn't. Yep.
Yep.
Thanks to, first of all, let's give a shout out to everyone that needs shout outs. YY Media. If it wasn't for YY Media, I wouldn't catch this game. I wouldn't catch some of the other games in the past season.
I could see your comments on the live stream.
You can see it, yeah. I was going in. Just we'll get on to what I was commenting about as this video progresses, and also like the final of 2 years ago. I wasn't around, so big shout out to YY Media. His link will be in the description below. Make sure you guys check him out. Subscribe to his channel. He's on the road to like 2K, 5K, whatever it might be. So support the brother. And also Somali British Champions League, everyone behind the scenes. Make sure you guys support all the socials and all the platforms. I said, it was, I believe, 27th of April, a Sunday. And something else happens in Manchester on that day.
What's happened?
Remember, you were going down to Cardiff for the game.
Oh, yes.
And then you realised you couldn't. You was gridlocked.
Yes.
So
basically, I was in the circle of Manchester Run.
Adidas Manchester Marathon Run.
Oh, Adidas now, yeah?
I said, yeah, I don't know. Do you know why I only know this? So basically, obviously, I take pictures of like, the marathons and stuff like that. And I won a prize.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
you submit your photos and they select top 5. And my photo is number 1 that they posted recently. So if you don't know, I might even just clip that here in the graphics. But I'll show you that later on. And I get a goodie bag. Yay.
That's fantastic.
That's in the mail. But yeah, so you got up, you woke up, you was getting ready for a good game.
Yeah, so obviously start circling around the ends. Every exit, everywhere I go, every road I go gets blocked. So they're like, listen, you're in the circle. You won't be able to get out until 2 p.m. So
And the game kicked off at what time?
Game kicked off
Supposedly kicked off at what time? Because we'll get onto that as well.
it's supposed to be at 5, isn't it? Yeah, but I think it kicked off after 5.
Yeah.
So I probably still would have made it.
Because, you're very organised.
Yeah, I left early. And shout out to DJ Mo. DJ Mo came with us. He was the designated driver for the day because I had to leave my car. And it was a fun day out.
So you got there. What time, roughly?
I got there a bit early and probably about just before 4 o'clock.
Nice. So you had time to
Yeah,
get
so
some food,
we got recommended to go to a Yemeni restaurant. We got
Yemeni
there.
food is, wow.
Got some food. Do you know what I mean? After the food, we come to straight to stadium, and the kind of Cardiff guys were looking after us. And
It was your first time at the San Siro?
No, I've been there quite a few times.
Yeah, but in terms of the SBCL.
First time, yeah, for the game, first time, yeah.
And what was your initial reaction?
It was good. There was a lot of energy, a lot of people there, very friendly. I was with all the lads from Cardiff, and they were very friendly.
So
bunch.
you didn't travel with the Manchester lot? Because I know they take a minibus sometimes.
Yeah, but I've just left early.
Okay, so
I've left, because obviously I've seen them at the meeting point, and they were all there.
Okay.
So basically, I said I'm heading out now. So.
Oh, so you went to the meeting point and then left?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, seen Ahmed, seen all the boys. And,
Nice.
We just done a runner from that.
I wasn't heading anywhere. I was watching it from YY Media. So as soon as the stream went live, I was live with you guys as well. I was watching you walking up and down. One thing that was really disappointing was I could see the Cardiff players warming up, getting ready. We're going to get into it now anyways. We might as well. And by the way, it's like game is supposed to kick off at 5 and it's getting close to 5 and Manchester is nowhere to be seen. Everyone in the comments is like, what's going on? What time is this kicking off? Blah, blah, blah.
I was seeing the comments at the time.
Yeah, it was like, this is very
Manchester
comment.
like.
This is and then he didn't want to be rude. But at the end of the day, we have to be honest with one another, and just half of the battle is just turning up on time or preparing.
Yeah.
Anywho, I mean, that's another topic for another day, which we're probably going to dissect. The game in itself, how did you think it was going to go, and how did it actually turn out to be?
The game was a very physical game. Cardiff played a lot of set pieces.
Yeah.
They were playing to their strength.
Yeah.
Manchester had a lot of chances, so we'll show how the game developed. But it looks like it was going to be a tough game. And also, Cardiff lost 5-0
prior to this one.
Prior to this game, so obviously they were. I don't think they were gonna basically go and lie down and take another loss in their home ground.
No, definitely not.
Well,
I mean, one thing that you were saying from some of the clips, because you did catch up with the managers and some special guests before the game started.
Yeah.
What we'll do is we'll just kind of show that real quick.
Yeah.
And then we'll dive into the games.
Yeah. Look, there's our managers and special guest.
I apologise, we're late as usual. How? What do you think so far?
Yeah, well, I just kicked off. I think Manchester arriving late as usual. Yeah. This is what you guys do. But inshallah, two good teams. We should be competitive. One place for the next round. Let's see what happens.
Beautiful day to play football. I think the whole crowd is out. All your supporters in. Obviously, last game you guys had a big defeat, so I'm guessing you guys are wounded animal today, yeah?
Yeah, you can say that. We played against Birmingham right after Ramadan. I think they were letting go of the Sambusas that time after that game. But inshallah, this game I think we're a bit more prepared. We've trained, we've played a few games under our belt, so we should see a more competitive game from our side anyway.
Inshallah. So, are you going to give me a prediction for the game?
Just a win, hopefully, inshallah. I don't really do predictions and that, but
Enemies necessary.
If a win, even I'll take a win on penalties if you have to.
All right, Ahmed, thank you for that, and good luck for the game. I'll catch you after the game. Okay. Ahmed, salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
The game just kicked off.
Yes.
Obviously, I had a quick chat with their coach, and obviously wasn't unhappy about the bit of time attendance.
Okay, well, we did say to them we prefer to play on the May the 4th. We did say we would prefer to kick off at 6 o'clock.
Yep.
I'm sure we started half an hour later than the 5 o'clock kickoff due to traffic and that, but alhamdulillah, we're here now, you know. So the game's on. Hopefully, by the end of the game, we're still shaking hands and hugging each other after it, irrelevant of the score and who wins, inshallah.
Obviously, they lost their last game, 5-0 here, so they're a bit of a wounded animal. Do we have a plan for this?
Well, I did say that to them. They did have a bit of a freak result in terms of Birmingham coming here, but then again, Birmingham lose to Sheffield 5-0. So any day, any given day, if you're not on it, there can be some freak results. In terms of wounded, I think if there's anyone who's wounded, it's Manchester Powerhouse for the last season and a half. Yeah. If there's anyone who needs to worry, it's probably Cardiff in terms of we may have been that wounded animal. Now we've healed, we've got scars to kind of show us that we're battle ready, and it's hunting season, as they say. We come to hunt in San Siro.
Ahmed, good luck for the game, and we'll catch up after the game. Thank you.
Jazakallah, bro.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
So there you go. That's all the managers, and they seem very confident. Ahmed,
Both Ahmed Snorri and Ahmed
obviously,
Yassin.
yeah, he said basically, I'll take a penalty shootout if you have to.
He wasn't too pleased about the lateness, but then again, he did say it's Manchester-like.
You know, like his team was up ready. They were lined up. You know, they dressed up.
They warmed up, they had to go in, and they came back out a few times.
Yeah, I can understand his frustration, and it's just one of those things, innit? Even the ref was like, come on, let's hurry up.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Because I couldn't see that from the
that was like
from
near
the
the change
stream.
room. So yeah, it was a bit of a frustrating for them, which we can understand in the day. If someone did that to us, we'd be thinking exactly the same. Yeah. Because especially your team warmed up, they don't want to cool down.
It's not going to be great.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not, but it is what it is.
One thing you kept asking is about being a wounded animal, and both managers responded differently.
Yeah, because obviously, like losing at home 5-0 in a previous game.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's gonna have some sort of effect. It can go against you really badly.
Yeah.
And your confidence could be low, or you're gonna be angry trying to put that right.
Yeah.
So it just depends which way it's gonna go.
That's it.
Yeah.
Cool. So what I've done here is I've kind of time-stamped some of the chances, some of the goals, some of the calls from the ref, potential fouls, penalties, all that good stuff. I've got my phone in my hand, and we're going to be diving into YY Media's live stream and going through those clips. So the first thing that we were looking at here now, I said, is, well, let's just watch it and then we'll see. So this first clip here, it's a long ball from the back from Manchester.
No, it's not.
Sorry, not a long ball. It's just a play out the back, and then it's a long ball from the right-hand side. And then you got, I believe it's Fuad, and he gets swiped. Now, initially when I saw this, I thought, oh, at least a foul. Like, no red card, nothing crazy, because you can see all the defenders back there.
Well, that should be a foul, a yellow card.
I mean, what I'll do is, I'm going to go back a little bit. I'm going to play it a little bit slower. Playback speed. And guys, if you're not following or subscribed to the YY Media channel, make sure you guys do that. And I'll just zoom in as well, you know, for everyone's benefit here.
What are you thinking?
I don't
do you
know.
think there's a challenge there?
I don't know. I really don't know here. Okay.
It looked like he fell down quite delayed, didn't it?
Yeah, the fall was a bit delayed. If you fell instantly, but even then, I feel like it's just on the line, outside the line.
Yeah, it was outside the box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if that was anything, it would have been outside the box.
Yeah.
But
It would have been maybe like foul and a yellow card, pretty much.
yeah.
But like,
Again, I mean, we're trying to scrutinize
and the ref is
everything.
too far away as well. It's almost like in a halfway line.
The line was right there, though.
Yeah, no, the line is right there. You know, the lines, they haven't made any decisions. I'm
Why-
not give any fouls.
We're gonna get into. We're gonna go into another potential, maybe crucial call in the game. It was really late in the game, nothing crazy, but we will get into that. So here's another big chance. Again, I believe it's from Manchester side. I am gonna just play these clips in a bit of a slow motion so everyone can see what's going on. If you want to watch it in real time. So you can see Cardiff is kind of struggling a little bit to play at the back because the Manchester press has been really good. Some may argue, oh, it's a foul, but it's quite soft. But good press, ball from the striker. Again, MS really well. Look at that ball over the top there.
Yeah, he basically hustled that ball.
Yeah.
Got it off him. And let's see if
And then let's see what happens there. As a shot, keeper saves it. Another dummy.
Oh, he should have caught it back.
Saves it. Another shot hits. Now, what a lot of people don't see in this clip here is the keeper makes a double save. The reason why it didn't go in is because the keeper actually saved it with his leg as well as.
Was that
it
Billy that
going
took the
up.
shot, the first one?
Yeah.
He should have caught that back.
I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. I think it's here, innit?
Yeah.
If that got caught
was
back to
not- yeah.
Mosar here,
Yeah, that's a goal.
and then just a tap in, big chance.
You know, that's a goal.
And like the tone that would set for the game.
It'd be a good game.
Ah, man.
Anyways,
Anyways.
look, there's another one out there as well. There's two of them.
Yeah.
He got caught back for them too.
Yeah, even that
The
one.
keeper's on his ass already anyway.
Keeper's down.
Yeah, no.
Keeper is done. And I believe Sissoko is the big lad near the post.
Yeah, he's covering
He's
the
on
post.
the other side.
Yeah, he's covering the post.
So you got the whole other end of the net to
got
potentially
two
go
Manchester
for.
players in the middle.
So again, it's one of those things where you need a bit of like calmness, composure,
Yeah.
and not just lashing at the ball every time. I was watching that live. I thought it was a goal the way the net just rattled and stuff, but it wasn't. And then I believe YY Media himself also does a replay further down as the ref deals with this situation here. This is YY Media's version of the edit, so I'm just gonna play that. I know he also slows it down as well. He zooms in and everything for us, so it makes life easier. Can you see it hit the keeper's leg?
Yeah.
Did you catch that?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
That's
if
why the ball went up.
Yeah.
Very
Boom.
high.
There.
Yeah. Otherwise, he's gone in.
It's gone in. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
So the keeper there actually did.
That was a fantastic save.
That's probably the.
Because it happened so fast that you couldn't see it.
Again. Shout out to the keeper, man. I don't want to clap too loud. It's gonna blast your ears.
I think
and
Manchester
stuff.
was calling for a goal in it.
Yeah. Look at that. Cut back. We could watch this all day, look at all the angles, but it won't change a thing. Let's go to the next clip. Okay, so here's another play. Cardiff are on the attack. Is this a foul to you? A penalty? Not yet. It's coming
That
up.
was a good challenge.
So let me just zoom in this little bit now.
What
What's that?
happened? Nothing. He just sat down on the floor. You know that? He lost the
Yeah.
ball. Look, he was trying to cut in. And then because of that
I
movement,
can't really see very well because number 77's in the way.
yeah, but like if you see it, he's trying to cut in.
Yeah.
But then obviously the ball went, but his body didn't go with it.
I feel like he just kind of...
And then he just basically when he went on his knees, there was no foul.
And also, he's outside the line.
Yeah, no,
let me just zoom in a bit more.
Yeah, I mean you can see that very clearly.
Yeah.
Like he's outside, but the thing is like he cut in. Because he cut in, he couldn't go with the ball.
Ooh, is that contact on the line?
Yeah, I don't think there is. I think watch. If you play it,
Yeah. So I just play at
if
this
you play,
speed.
if you play at this speed, watch. He cuts in, and then basically he just
kind of stumbles
he just
on
stumbled
him.
himself.
Yeah.
The player that was stood next to him, he didn't even do anything.
Yeah,
he kind of backed off a bit.
He didn't stick a leg out, anything like
and then
that.
he got a foul for
Yeah.
that.
Oh, referee.
There was a lot of those kind of challenges like that was
Okay.
happening where the ref was just giving it. Do you know what I mean? Like.
So that was a foul to them. Obviously,
Yeah.
that didn't really, result into anything. Otherwise, it would have been very.
It would have been an argument.
controversial.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would have been an argument. But-
Definitely.
But I think I think Manchester also not being smart enough.
Realizing that's
not
how the
realising,
game is being
like,
ref.
there's a lot of set pieces coming in, and most of
Yeah.
it was like it's like small little fouls, and trying to keep clear. Like,
Yeah.
don't give them opportunities to get a lot of set pieces. But it's been happening quite regularly.
So we're going to go into another potential chance for Manchester. There was a nice little counter here, which I'll just play from the back here. Let's just go to normal speed first, because I just want you to give me your thoughts on this one as it happened. So you can see the ball's at the back in the Manchester box. Goes over. Nice little turn there. Through ball in between the defenders. Who should win that ball?
Mosa is coming towards him.
Yeah. Mosa. If not Mosa, who should win it second? If it's not Mosa.
Mosa again.
No, if it isn't.
Well, Mosa got probably two opportunities to win that ball. What are we talking about here?
I'm only pausing it because I've just seen this clip again now. And I'm thinking, brother, where are the steps?
Because don't forget, the ball is going
legs?
towards this way. It's going
Towards
away
you.
from the defender.
Yeah.
And look at where the keeper is, bro.
Listen,
No, but look at where the keeper is.
Let's play.
He's just come out his box.
guys, let me know in the comments right now before I press play. Who wins this ball? Yellow, blue, or pink?
How is that? How
So-
is that possible?
Do you think the defender just shielded Mo Salah out of the way?
Bro, Mosa didn't touch the ball.
I know. I feel like he wasn't committed. You know, like...
No, but it was his ball.
Yes.
How did he not touch it? Why didn't you take it? Why did you just kick at the goalkeeper? He'd probably go through him.
Yeah. Probably...
He basically... Is it me or he actually just... What? He passes the ball. God, look, the ball's behind him almost.
I think he
On
saw
the side of him.
I think he saw that big player and thought, nah, I'm not
doing this.
I'm not dealing with Sissoko today. I think it is Sissoko. Yeah. He's like, nah, I'm not doing this.
Look,
Yeah.
he didn't touch the ball. The defender didn't touch the ball. Look,
He's there.
no one touched the ball. The ball is right next to them still. Look at what the goalkeeper still doesn't know what to do, whether to go back or to stop.
I think he's trying to chop.
Yeah, because goalkeeper was about to stop and thinking, where do I go? Obviously, Mosa didn't touch the ball and he got blocked.
Oh man, this one's so frustrating. Because for me, this is a clear cut chance.
You can't take a shot. Take a shot.
Like cut it in, then shoot,
Or just hit the ball again and go after it.
or like just kick it forward and run after it.
Anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah.
The only thing he didn't do is didn't do anything.
Yeah.
He let the ball just roll to the goalkeeper.
Yeah. This is where you need.
I think that should have been a foul.
Again, I'm not having
in that position.
I'm not having a dig at anyone here, but you need players with like cojones, like you know what I mean.
If Fuad was in that position,
Oh yeah.
that would have been a goal.
I'm not saying. Yeah, I'm not saying anything, man. But yeah, let's go to another chance, which literally just comes straight after this, anyways. So
Yep.
I'm just gonna press skip forward 2-3 times here. Let's have a look. So the keeper now.
Keeper received that ball back.
He's just trying to play ball. Okay. What are we doing here? Yeah. He's got the ball. Where should that ball go next?
Mosa.
Mosa.
Yeah.
Why is that ball getting fizzed past Mosa? But even then, it was a great pass.
It's still a good part.
The
It's still a good
quality
ball.
of the finish just wasn't there. Just that last.
But why does he need to
percent.
take it? Why doesn't he take it first time?
Who the striker?
Who's that? Billy.
I really can't see from this clip, so I'm not gonna try and have a go. I mean, let's see who that is. Hands up. I mean, he called for it, so he thought he scored that. You know, you could sit that defender there again.
Yeah, but the keeper's down, the defender's down. Why don't you just like stop?
And I know we keep talking about this and talking about composure. First of all, I'm probably the last person to have composure in front of goal. But Asad might be a bit different, so he could be a bit more harsher than I am.
Bro, if I was playing this game,
Yeah,
them goals would have been counted, both of them.
yeah.
Actually, Mosa's chance, the first chance.
Do you still have the legs for Mosa's chance?
I'm not saying I got the legs.
I mean, that one, I could see you finishing this one.
No, this will be easy finish.
Yeah, you probably sit them both down.
Okay, no, they already sat. He doesn't need to take. You don't need to hit it now. If you look at it now, the defender's already down. The goalkeeper's already down. All he has to do is stop the ball and lob both.
Keeper's dropped already. You can see keeper's gone.
Keeper's gone. But the defender is gone.
Ah,
All he has to do is stop the ball.
It's
Stop the ball and lob them.
not even lob them. Just take it out and tap it.
No, stop the ball and go around him. He could do anything. The only thing he doesn't need to do is not hit the target.
In hindsight, yeah, it all sounds
Easy.
sounds easy. I was saying this right now.
But listen, if you're a striker,
But that's a big chance.
yeah. If you're a striker,
Is that the biggest chance so far?
Yeah, this is the easiest one.
That's the biggest
Yeah,
one, right?
It's the easiest one.
Not the one from before where the keeper did the double save. I think you
Well,
have to give the keeper credit.
That one
more.
is a save.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
one is a chance that no one saved.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like you have to hit the target.
yeah. I
You
mean,
have to hit
just
the target,
for
yeah.
the viewers that have just tuned in now, I'll just play that for you while I clip the next one. So here's another clip. So as you can see, we're like 39 minutes into the game.
Mm-hmm.
Manchester seem to have good control of the game, I would say,
Missed
or
that.
maybe the bigger chances.
Missed all the chances, yeah.
Okay.
Because they obviously there was no like Cardiff have not had any chances just yet, but like
So there seems to
all
be-
it's all been Manchester so
Yeah,
far.
there seems to be some sort of a counter happening here from all the Cardiff players are recovery run. Nice little ball on the left flank.
Oh, that was a beautiful ball.
Who was that? Fuad Mosa? Can't really tell. You can see the speed of the game that we have. We've just slowed it down a little bit so we can actually analyze what's going on. Okay. Now, I don't know what happens next, but where should that ball go next?
Okay, the other two Manchester players are out.
Yeah, so let me just...
Obviously, the one is in the net and one is coming back in the. I'll probably say, take a shot.
Take a shot. Which side of the net?
The keeper's not even in goal.
Yeah, forget the keeper's out of the equation at this
Just
point.
go around them players. Go to the far post.
Far post.
Yeah, where the keeper's not there. Wait, what did that hit?
Do you think he went near post? Not this defender. He hit this defender here.
Yeah, but is that where about his body did it hit?
So if I just play it here normally, at 0.5 speed.
Oh, it's
Back. Yeah. There was no arguments about that. I don't know why I thought...
No, that was a very committed defender, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they put their body in the line, man.
I don't know why I
Fantastic.
thought maybe you could have just cut it back, but that player wasn't committed to
Yeah,
running
he-
to
he-
assist. Because if this player
looks
made
like
a
Umar.
darted run to here,
That looks like Omar, but
fake
yeah,
shot square
yeah.
maybe. I feel like the chemistry is just a little bit off.
Yeah, because everyone's in a rush to do something. Like, no one of them was like a bit calm. Because who could have made another choice would be, don't take the shot, like fake a shot
Fake a
and
shot.
wait for them players to come back online.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. I'm not sure, because I don't remember this in the game, but do you remember anyone faking a shot in that game?
No. They couldn't take it quick enough.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. They could have not taken it quick enough. That is...
It was like they were in a rush to take shots. And I think it's like, there was no, like, they weren't playing with each other. Like, especially when you get to the final third.
Yeah.
It's like everyone wanted to take the shot themselves. It's like, relax. Just
Square
see
it.
if there's someone in a better position than you are.
Yeah.
They weren't doing that. They just they all want to take a shot. And this goalkeeper didn't make, apart from that one save that
He's
he
a
made.
great keeper, though.
Yeah,
I'll
apart from
be
that
honest.
one save that he made, which is absolute brilliant save.
Double save, by the way. Let's
Yeah.
point that out.
Apart from that, he didn't have a lot to do.
No.
Like, yes, like he came in the halfway line, was a bit of a dangerous. It could have gone all wrong for him.
Yeah, it could have
But
looked really
like,
bad.
yeah. But apart from that, it's like so far, there's
Even like when he's playing out at the back and he's losing the ball like
Yeah.
that, just for example, then...
yeah. But he wasn't challenged enough.
Yeah.
So far.
Like, there weren't shots going on either side, like, for
No.
example, the Olympia game. They
Yeah.
were just shooting.
Yeah.
And it was going... Remember when I was showing you the clips?
Yeah.
Okay, let's have a look at the next clip. I think this is where we speak about the other team now. So here's another clip now. You got Cardiff on the attack.
Yep.
I'm going to play it at this speed. I'll just zoom it in a little bit there. Was that a throw-in from what I
Yeah,
was
it was
seeing?
throw-in from for Cardiff.
Okay, throw-in for Cardiff. I'm going to move the screen a little bit so you guys can see
It
it.
was a good control by the striker.
Okay, boom. Was that a back heel? Nope, shields the ball really well.
Yeah, he was playing that kind of game the
No,
whole
he was
time.
good. He was good. He was good.
He was battling quite a lot.
Oh, still got the ball. Still got the ball. Sat the defender.
Oh, and he got a cross.
And he managed to get a cross in.
That is
First of all,
disgraceful.
that cross that ball should have come in. Okay, I'm a right back. If I miss the ball,
No, if that cross came in, I'd be having a go at you, mate.
yeah. If I miss the ball, I'm not missing the man.
After that guy was shielding the ball at that time.
How long was he shooting that ball for? I know we're playing it in slow-mo, but still, let's
Yeah.
go back, like maybe not even too far back, but just there. He
Yeah.
got the ball, he brought it
He
down,
didn't get that
he went
tackle.
right, he went left,
Look,
and then he
back up
managed
again,
to cross
and
it
then
in.
get a
I didn't even
a
rewind back too
beautiful
much.
cross in as well.
Good. First of all, why is no one marking that guy? Why is no one tight on him? Do you know what I mean?
This no. We're frozen right now, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, he's on the move.
Who, him?
No, he's on the move. He's on the move.
Yeah.
The other player's on the move.
Him, yeah.
There's another player
I
on the
mean,
move
this I
on
can
this
understand.
side.
Abdi's near him,
Yeah.
so that's not too bad.
Yeah, but all of them are
But
attacking
he
the goal
has
now.
so much space, and all this space here, I'm not liking. Where is my 6? Or my 2 6s? I don't know what the formation is, but...
Both of the defenders are not even close to the guy who received the ball. Look, the other guy's got plenty of space as well.
Yeah, let's play this for a sec. Does he lay him off? Touch. I think he was busy with this guy. Now, the rule is, this is not like an actual rule, but like an unwritten rule. Ball first.
Yeah.
Yeah? Go to where the danger is. But then again, like I said, it's all easy saying this in hindsight. It's slow-mo, blah, 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 analysis and whatnot. And I believe this is where, if I remember correctly, it's too late. That darted run from the defense, I don't know who this is, trying to do this recovery run. It's too late now.
Yeah.
It's too, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That person should have been at least goal side of him.
It was like so many different errors happen
Yeah.
in one goal.
Yeah. And keeper,
Way too many
can't-
errors.
Can't blame the keeper on that one.
Hey, he's got nothing to do there.
Yeah. Credits to Cardiff. Credits to,
Yeah.
you know,
The striker.
I think it was Ashraf on the wing who kept the ball, brought it in, all that good stuff. 1-0, Cardiff.
Out of the blue.
Out of the blue. Out of nothing, really.
Yeah, I know.
Because there was nothing in that
There,
first
there
half
was
for Cardiff.
obviously there was a lot of errors from Manchester. The clip that we just saw now.
Yeah.
It's like the cross shouldn't come in. The player shouldn't receive it. They got that much time.
Yeah.
And then that pass to pick.
Yeah.
Is just ridiculous.
Let's go to the second half.
Right, so 1-0 to Cardiff.
Yeah.
Manchester should have been on a blind, right? 3-4
No,
ahead.
so many threatening chances. Manchester have been great. They've been getting down the right-hand side, especially finding those cutbacks. Just it's not the final action. I think is the only thing that's been missing, really. I expected Manchester to be physical, and they have been. They've been, I think, winning most of the second balls, and that's how they've been controlling game. Because you either control it with possession or by winning second balls, and Manchester are great at doing that. So yeah, I think Cardiff had also their chances themselves. A bit more half chances. I think the Manchester chances were clearer cut, but what matters is that they
Lot
go
of set
into it
pieces.
a lot. And that's their strength. That's their strength, really. They're going to be attacking the set pieces, using them as goal-scoring opportunities. And yeah, we're going to see a lot more of that in the second half as well. So I expect Manchester to come back out.
No, they should have finished their chances anyway.
I agree, and that's going to be the message, I'm sure, from the gaffer.
Yeah,
You've had your chances, finish them.
All right. Thank you. See you after the game.
Inshallah, man.
All right.
Watch this.
So here's another clip. Again, same player, shielding the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me just maybe zoom in a little bit so we can see what's going on. Look, same thing as like...
He's shielding the ball, yeah.
Second half started and he's doing the exactly
Exactly the same thing we did last time.
Surely...
Because it worked. Why would it change it?
Fair enough. But surely the boys in the yellow, Manchester Powerhouse, should switch on and think he's not going to have the ball.
If a player try to do that, mate, I'm going in 100%, bro.
Kicked his leg, bro.
Yeah, kick this
His
leg.
leg, yeah. Because I know it's like, oh, these little soft fouls, blah, blah.
Who was that? Umar?
Number...
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was silly.
There was no
really
need
silly.
giving away silly free kicks. And I believe this is where it kind of resulted into...
Bro, you shielding that ball, bro. I'm going to show you one side of the shoulder and then go around to where your ball is. And you know, you got to you got to rough that guy up, man. You have to.
Yeah. Good player, though.
You're not going to hold me like that all day, like you're trying to shield the ball away
Yeah.
from me. Bro, I'm not...
Just send him back. Don't kick him.
No, or show him backwards.
Yeah, because he's
Yeah.
going backwards anyways.
Yeah.
And then the other player, show him backwards.
Yeah.
So
So there's a free kick.
Here's a free kick. MS doing the yards. Ref got his hands in the air. And how's that setup looking for you at the back?
No, it looks good. It looks
Yeah.
a good setup.
Not bad. They got the
Right.
big players.
Mm-hmm.
So far, so good. So we've definitely got front post covered, yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh, there's a big gap there. Okay, now he's coming in.
Yeah,
Nice.
I had to stay in the front of him.
Okay, so look, I'm personally happy with that.
Yeah, I'm happy with that as well.
If I'm the keeper, if I'm
There's a lot
part
of pushing on at
defense,
the back, but yeah, everything's good.
because that's what they're aiming for. Sissoko, big guys, blah blah blah, strong players, and so on. So the ball comes in. Great run. This is giving me like Van Dijk vibes. The near post guy doesn't go for it,
Nah, yeah, he's out of the game.
and then is he though?
Yeah, he's out of the game. Look, he's walked forward, so the ball's behind him now.
I think I've zoomed
Look,
in as much
yeah.
as I could there.
Look, if you look at where he is now, he's moving forward a little bit.
Him,
Yeah,
yeah.
and
Bro,
the ball's
come
behind
on.
him.
But why are you allowing
Look,
the player
look
to
how
run across
many
you?
how many steps are behind him. You should be aligned with them, innit?
And let me show you this clip here as well. I'm gonna add this in later on. Okay. Where are we?
Absolutely beautiful goal for Cardiff, though.
Beautiful. By the way, just to show everyone, that ball, header, near post, keeper couldn't do nothing.
Good day.
Yeah? Good day in
See you
the
later.
office for Cardiff. I did send you this clip. There we go. So look, I'm going to add this in as well. Look at the angle. It's terrible, man.
It's like there was no challenge on header.
There was nothing.
There was no challenge.
There was no jump. There was no limit.
Yeah,
Do
put him
not
off.
Run past
Put him off,
me.
yeah.
Like, I'm not saying pull his shirt
Block
and
him.
stuff,
No,
but-
block him. Put him off it.
Yeah.
It was like he was invited.
Yeah, he literally
Yeah, he had invitation. Yeah, he had invitation.
Okay. Cardiff, 2-0. Now, all of a sudden, the game is
It's a
turned on
different
its
game.
head.
Yeah,
it's a whole different
It's
game.
a different game.
Now, it's all about minerals. Like, who's got the, the mindset, the mentality to go and do something. It's only 2-0. Second half, not a big deal.
Yeah, 47 minutes.
47 minutes. Anyone could score another 2 free goals. It's not really the end of the world at this point.
Manchester
Cool.
United scored 3 goals in 6 minutes.
That was...
If they can do it, anyone can do it.
Hey, remontada. All right, cool. 2:05:28. Let's go to the next clip that I've got lined up for you guys. So this is the third clip that I've got lined up. So we said 2-0, different game.
Yeah.
Surely, something needs to change at least.
Another long kick.
Not giving fouls away, not lunging in. So what happens there, do you think? And I'm saying, yes, if the ball goes but the man doesn't, but not in this example.
Yeah, but the ball's already gone. By the time he made a challenge, the ball is already gone. Look what, if you look at the striker,
So if you haven't figured it out already,
he knocked
this-
the ball away.
Yeah.
That ball is going out. But I think that's the kind of times where you just pull up. You just pull out. You don't go for it.
You don't. You
Even-
just run
even
with
if,
him.
Even if you hesitate, just pull your leg out. Don't
just-
touch him.
You just run with him on that one. I mean, I'm going to show a reversed angle as well. 'cause
Look what the Cardiff guy is trying to do, yeah? Like the Cardiff player. He's already... Why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Why are you doing that?
I mean, it's one of them. If you're going to stick your leg out like that,
Yeah.
you have to be 100% sure you're getting ball and man or ball only. And the ball has to change direction. And that Cardiff
Your
player
team- your
felt
team-
a touch,
Yeah.
really light touch.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, if you're silly enough to do that, bro, I'm going down.
He goes, bro, the way he went down is so theatrical. It annoyed me when I watched it afterwards. Look, you know the legs. Do you know when your legs buckle?
Do you know what the funny thing is? I think there might be not be much of a contact there as
No,
well.
no,
either.
there isn't. The contact is very minimal.
They're so far away from each other, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's just, look, by the way, the Cardiff player is still okay, but he felt something. He was like, oh, let me just jump
Yeah.
and make a
Nah,
meal
listen,
out of
listen,
it. 4 or 5 rolls.
Listen, I would have done exactly the same.
Hey,
I would have done exactly the same.
he's already protesting his innocence. No, wallahi, this, that.
Yeah.
Listen, if you're going to stick all the ref seen was you sticking your leg out and him falling.
Him falling. That's
That's
it.
it. And then what I'll do is, which I'm going to add this clip for you guys as well. Same clip again. Look at this. He's protesting his innocence. So I believe that's the first goal. Celebrating. I can't really zoom it in, but I'll do it in the edit. But And look how he gets up, yeah. He celebrates the penalty like it's a goal.
Yeah, I know.
And I don't blame him.
Listen, we would have done the same.
Anyone would
Yeah,
have done this.
we would have done the same.
No one's going to try and stay on their feet. And
When that kind of silly challenge comes in,
Yeah.
it's a silly challenge.
and we're
You
just
should
gonna,
have, especially when your team is 2-0 down.
2-0 down. You have
Let-
to- you have
if
to
he's
be
gonna if
smart.
he's gonna get that third goal, let him work
It's
hard for
literally a few minutes away from the second one as well.
Yeah,
so
no.
they scored 2 goals.
Listen, if
within
you're a
five-
defender, let that guy work very hard for that third goal. Do not give him an easy challenge.
Yeah.
And you give him an easy challenge.
By the way, what a penalty. What a penalty, bro. I mean, this angle doesn't do it justice. Whilst you're watching that angle, let me show you the... By the way, shout out to Cardiff Bay Warriors Instagram page. This is where I got this from.
Fantastic.
Look at that. Look at the celebration. I don't know if you play FIFA or pro clubs and stuff like that. Yeah.
The celebration's fantastic.
Hey,
Fantastic.
Look,
Listen, at this rate, the game's over.
it's for me, it's not.
I honestly think it was over because, like, there was no connection up front. There's no, like, cohesiveness. Am I saying the word right?
Cohesiveness.
Yes.
Yes. Don't worry, I'm here.
Like, there wasn't any of that. Right?
They weren't gelling and
There was no, like, no one's going to cut somebody and then put that ball back in the 6-yard box.
no cutbacks.
There was nothing.
Everyone wants
Everybody's
to
in the
take-
rush.
Boom, shoot.
Everyone's in the
shoot.
rush to shoot.
Yeah.
And I think it's like there was nothing.
240.
It's like everything was not working together. Like,
And after the third goal went in, there wasn't really much. I mean, I did go through
the game kind
entire
of died
clip.
out a little bit. I think
Yeah.
Cardiff kind of slowed the game down.
Yeah, they did exactly what they wanted to do.
Yeah,
there.
I think they knew that they got the result, so they slowed it down, and it's just one of those things where why do you want a fast-paced game?
Yeah.
After you're 3-0 up, you got to slow that down. Keep using United again and again. United did that the other night. You know what I mean? 3-0 up and just thinking, okay, let's just slow this down.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Play side to side and wait for an opportunity to come in. Okay, this clip basically United having a 3 kick.
United.
I
I might have to leave that in. Go on.
Yeah, so now we've got Manchester's got a 3 kick in
By
this
the
clip.
way, the third goal was around the 52nd minute, and nothing happened up until pretty much the dying end of the game.
Yeah.
So here's another clip. Long
Yep.
ball. Keeper just caught it, dropped it to the defender. Playing out the back. Again,
Because they be keeping the ball very, very simple, passing it back to
Yeah.
front. There you go. Like they're just trying to keep that ball, give it back to the goalkeeper. Just keep it nice and simple. That's how they killed the pretty much
Most
good
of
40, a good 30 odd minute of the game in the second half. Just slow it down. And then obviously their strikers have been good as well. They were keeping the ball.
Oh, this is the chance actually. Yeah, onside.
wow.
Right back played him on. Did he? Ooh, defender. Ooh. You know what? Our heart in your mouth kind of vibes there.
Yeah,
I
if
wasn't
that
sure
ball
what
was
was gonna-
traveling a little bit quicker, it would have been a
Yeah.
dangerous one.
I mean, it was kind of going out, but yeah. Big chance for Cardiff there. Potentially, literally, dagger to the wound, kill the game off completely.
look at this. Look at this for stupidness.
I think managed to get the foul there.
Yeah, but like they were lucky.
But still, there was no need for that.
That was lucky.
you know what I
Where
mean?
was he running to?
Yeah.
That was lucky that they didn't steal that ball off him.
So here's another clip. Manchester's got a chance coming up from the left-hand side. I think it's jabs. They went with 3 at the back at this point. You know,
They're pushing a lot of players forward
just
at the time.
send it. Just
Now
send
you
it,
got
really.
Fuad like pushing forward as a striker as
Yeah,
well.
I see him there from that right side.
One
just
long
looping.
ball.
How was his touch?
Oh, that's beautiful.
Not bad.
Oh, and he's ahead of the. What a goal!
Yeah. I'm going to just show you guys that again one more time. There we go.
Good control.
That's
I
the
know
thing, man. He just got in front of all the players.
I know. I think he should be playing up front the whole game.
Yeah. With his
Yeah.
pace.
Yeah, he should be playing up front.
Being able to
See,
run in
see,
behind.
see the way he took that. The way he took that ball.
Yeah.
No fear. Brought it down. Defenders cannot touch him. If they do, it's a foul.
Yeah.
They just basically let him go. They just let him go. Because there's nothing he could have done.
And to be fair, it's the 90th minute. To them, it's like, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, 3-1.
do you know what I mean?
It is what
it's,
it is.
It's not the end of the world kind of thing. I want to show you just one more clip here before we go into some of the reactions from the managers and so on. Long ball over the top. Just a bit of ricochet, ping pong, back and forth. Can he go forward? No, he can't. Brings it back down. Whilst all that is happening, I'll just zoom it in a little bit. I believe that's Mo Salah on the ball. Nice little through ball there. Turns around. Rotates.
What a
Finds the
finish.
near post.
Absolute finish.
Great goal. But linesman put his flag up. Now, at the time, was it offside for you?
From where I was, I couldn't see it.
Okay. Now, obviously, I was watching this on a live stream. So I was like, you know what? Let me just go back a little bit and just kind of see how tight the line was or how obvious or not obvious it was, basically. So I'm going to just kind of almost like pause it at the point of when he passes the ball. Touch. Now. Okay. The ball has actually left his foot by this point. Now, it was Squeaks that managed to get the ball. Now, if we look at their right back, I'm not saying he's onside and I'm not saying he's offside.
It looks like
But
they're on the line.
there is a conversation there, and the ball's already left his foot.
Yeah, it's gone.
I don't want to go backwards because YouTube only makes you jump back 5 seconds.
Which one is
or
closer
whatnot.
to the line?
Which line? The white line?
Yeah.
I'm probably going to give it yellow because he's leaning away at this point. I mean,
Yeah,
if
because
I,
he's trying to get himself out of the situation.
yeah, if I just press play again, where is he? He comes back.
He's
takes
on.
a touch.
He's on. That is when he started to question because
Bam.
he's going back.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
This is at point of contact. Now, for me, I would say yellow
That's
is
tight.
on. Yeah.
Yeah, it's tight.
The game is done. I'm not trying to suggest if we scored this, we would have equalized. Like,
Yeah,
no.
it's tight, but that mistake can be done. It's tight.
I
though.
understand there are so many bodies in the way. But,
Yeah, I
you know,
think
one
that-
or two
that-
others
that-
offside as well.
All those players. Well, yeah, there's more than one.
Because
There's
all the linesman sees is, it's not even Squeaks.
Yeah.
It was someone else that scored, I believe.
Four.
It was KH.
Yeah, KH. Yeah.
Khalid that scored, yeah.
Yeah.
Good turn.
Four people were offside. I think he was on.
He was like, nope, I'm leaving it. But hey, I mean, 3-2 would have made the game look a bit more like respectable. But let's be honest.
It was 94th minute, by the way.
Yeah, game was done.
So, what do you think about the overall game? I think Manchester basically deserved the result they got today.
That game, I'm probably going to say yes.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you don't take your chances, you don't win games.
Also the warming up.
I was going to just
Do
get
you know
onto
what I
that.
mean? Like
I'm just talking about the game itself.
Yeah, but
What
obviously,
happens on the pitch.
like Cardiff were ready. They were warmed up nicely. Obviously, doesn't help when you don't start the right way of the game. Even though first half was our first half. Like we Manchester were playing very well. They took a lot of chances.
Yeah.
They made a lot of chances, even though they didn't really made that work and count. But they started quite well. But
It's that good old saying, man. Fail to prepare, prepare to fail.
yeah,
So it boils down to preparation for me.
2 years.
Obviously, there's a lot going on behind the scenes, which I'm not at liberty to discuss, but there's a lot that
Same.
needs to happen.
Last year, same thing. We went to OIR. Late again.
Yeah. Every episode.
Game started late.
By the way, if you made it this far, just to let you know, this is not where Hadal TV stops producing analysis.
Yes.
We will be traveling to one of either the next playoff games. I believe it's Phoenix versus let me get this right. Phoenix versus Tusali
Yep.
in Bristol,
Mm-hmm.
or Cardiff versus Hilltop in London.
One of
Now,
them.
which game do you think will be interesting?
Should we just announce that now?
Yeah, let's just do it whilst they're watching. So that it'll be crazy if we announce it and we just don't end up, or we end up going to
I
the
think
other
because
game.
we covered Cardiff already,
It'll
we
only
should
make sense to cover a Bristol game.
Bristol
Because
game.
we didn't actually get to cover a Bristol game properly. You was
Yeah.
away, living life,
Mm-hmm.
and I was there chasing up team sheets and whatnot last minute.
Yeah, so that's going to be our next game.
Yeah, so that's the game we're going to cover. But this game, again, commiserations to Manchester Powerhouse, as you guys have all heard from our end. And what we're going to do now is listen to the managers and some of the fans, special guests, all that stuff to give us their thoughts and opinions, and then we'll take it from there.
Right, so the game just ended 3-1.
Yeah.
Obviously, Cardiff looked like they got their result they were looking for.
Yeah, I think you spoke about at the beginning of the game. Wounded animal. They came with that energy. They came looking like a team that was battered and that had a point to prove. This is obviously a game of champions. And I think Manchester showed a lot of good fight. And I think they'll definitely most certainly be back. They're a champion. I was speaking to the coach just now. Champions will always come back. And I think Manchester will most certainly come back.
To be honest with you, I don't know how they didn't get more than one goal today. I mean,
in the first half especially.
yeah.
How many chances you guys created is unbelievable.
Also, the Manchester lot, they were complaining about the referee saying the Cardiff guys were basically getting easy fouls and little nugs on pushes as they were getting it.
In the first half, I felt actually it's a bit even. I felt sometimes I felt there was calls that were incorrect both ways. But more often than not, you can't bank on a referee. Yeah. If you're ever banking on a referee to give you a little bit of extra, it's not going to happen. I think you're right. If they finished their chances in that first half, it would have been a very different game, most certainly. So I think that's a lesson learned for them. But at the same time, Cardiff, they can take the good parts of that performance. They scored, they got their goals, they got their get back after their last result, and they move on to another tough opposition in Hilltop, and then potentially OIR as well. So yeah, they've got a very
There's
tough.
no easy
There's no easy game. There's no easy game on this side of the draw.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
See you next time. Take care. Assalamu alaikum. Obviously, the game went to 3-1. Before the game, you said that you'll take any result as long as you get through. It looks like you're going your way, 3-1. What do you think about the game?
Well, like quality game. Every time we play against Manchester, it's always a quality game. Two high quality teams, top individuals. It's always going to be a cracking of a game. Alhamdulillah, this time we were the victorious team and trying to qualify for the next playoff. But alhamdulillah, you know, like you say, Manchester, commiserations to them. Like I said, they're a very, very good team. But today is just our day, inshallah. Somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose.
Obviously, the team was running late. Obviously, the preparation wasn't great. Obviously, I spoke to you before the game and you weren't happy about that. Obviously, the game started a bit late, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I think obviously we're prepared. You know, we got our preparation right, got our preparation spot on. Not just today, but we've been training, we've been putting our miles in, and then to have the team turn up on kickoff, and then you got to delay the kickoff, and then we got to mess around with our warm up and stuff. So it's a little bit. I think Manchester did it last time. They got away with it last time, but there was no getting away with it this time. I think you could see probably in the first 15-20 minutes that our boys were sharp and they were on the ball and they wanted to win. But like I said, the preparation from our side, I think I can't complain. And maybe Manchester, inshallah, next time if they arrive maybe an hour on time, then they could be prepared a little bit better than inshallah and warm up and stuff.
So what's your secret? I mean, you guys are deadly on set pieces.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's a secret. We got big boys and we got some quality guys who can take some quality set pieces. So you have to take advantage of that. I mean, when we can put the ball in, you got players like Sissoko and Hamza and stuff like that can arrive at the far post and get goals. And today I think of our striker squad from the header. So it was a total advantage, and yeah, alhamdulillah, we got the win from it.
Obviously, it looks like Manchester are going home. You guys got Hilltop next.
Yeah, well, congratulations to Manchester. Obviously, quality team. Last time we played them in the semi-finals, they knocked us out. Now we've got them back. We've knocked them out. So it's only fair that you do yours and then we get you back. But yeah, we got Hilltop, our familiar opponents. We've played them, I think, this season. We drew with them. We've had them in the past as well. So we're very familiar. So we're just going to go there, inshallah, and try and win.
I know you were very humble when I asked you if you're going to win the tournament this year. What are you saying now?
Well, game by game today, alhamdulillah, we beat Manchester. And now next Hilltop, so we just got to concentrate on Hilltop and then take it from there.
I don't know if you've seen it, but on this side of the group, they're all champions.
Oh yeah, this side, I think we've been set up this year. I think Cardiff don't like to do anything easy. I mean, we could have went straight to the semi-finals and then waited for teams, but to win the tournament this year, I think we have to beat Manchester, then Hilltop, and then OIR, and then play the final. So it's a hard task. So inshallah, with a good preparation, I believe that we can go all the way and do it this time.
Good luck, coach. You deserve it today, so hopefully you guys win the tournament.
No problem. Good for coming, thanks for that.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. Obviously, the result was 3-1. Obviously, I've been waiting for you to give a quick interview. You look like you have been in the change room, giving a team talk for a long time. Let's start with the result. And obviously, how did the game went for you?
I think first and foremost, alhamdulillah, good game of football in terms of good chances created, some exciting football at times. Again, probably the result didn't go our way. That's part of football. That happens. First half, we had chances probably to get in a lead, but I think when you come to San Siro and you don't take your chances, and you give silly free kicks away, and we can make all the excuses. Referees were not on our side. We're not taking our chances. Again, I think when I look at the powerhouse that's in front of me at the minute, for the last season or the last year and a half, since last season, it's not the same champion mentality that we came in with, taking over. And there's a lot of things in-house that we've needed to sort out. I've been in the changing rooms, as you mentioned. Not quite Sir Alex Ferguson with the hair dryer treatment, but again, we do need to draw some lines in terms of self-respect. And I think I need to have a bit of self-respect in terms of the type of squad, mentality and individuals and the standards that we need to set ourselves, because I feel sorry that we probably let our community down, we've let our city down, because we represent not just the football team, but we represent a lot more than a game of football. We represent a city that is watching us, especially on live stream. You know, we've got the likes of yourselves that have been supporting us. Listen, myself as a manager, I've created a reputation in the competition as someone who's well-spoken, someone who's respected amongst the other peers of managers and coaches and probably players, because they can see I understand the game of football. Again, our players are talent-based within the squad. Certain individuals are respected because of their ability and the talents and the heights that we've hit. We've had the highs of the highs, we've had the lows of the lows, and I think it's this season's been a bit indifferent in terms of the good, the bad and the ugly. OIR scoring one of the best goals, probably goal of the season so far with Mo Salah. Bad in terms of the timekeeping of some of the home games, some of the punctuality, some of the issues internally, and some of the ugly stuff in terms of Bristol Phoenix. So I'm not going. Me personally, I want to go back to the drawing board. There's always talent and there's always great potential in our community and in our city.
Definitely does.
And I think I've just got to make sure I bring a team and a squad that has the same vision, aligns with the same goals in terms of representing the community in the right way. And hopefully the ones that are within the squad, the core ones, get their act together. I get my act together. And as the leader, like same when we win competitions, I'll take credit. Same as when we lose, I'll be humble enough to accept defeat and take accountability and responsibility. Again, as I always tell the youngsters, the academies, when we get to finals and they lose on penalties or lose in any knockout stages, we win. We never lose. I hate this whole mentality of we're losers. You're not lost nothing. You win and you learn. This is a learning experience. I think it's been a learning experience for us for the last year and a half. I know the reasons personally for me why I've not been at my best. But I want to start holding people accountable, Hadal TV accountable, the Manchester Powerhouse accountable, and myself accountable first and foremost. And inshallah, we'll come back bigger, stronger. But again, congratulations to Cardiff Bay Warriors. They are, as I said in the past, when we did beat them at the San Siro, or even when we beat them 5-0 at home, once champions, always champions. We are champions. We will be champions. Inshallah, it's just not this year. We need to fix a few more areas, take our chances maybe in big games.
Yeah, definitely.
And then we'll take it from there, inshallah.
Thank you very much, Ahmed. You completed all there. So, inshallah, we'll see you next year.
Yeah, again, well done to you, Asid, and Ahmed, my brother, who's probably watching live streaming with YY Media, Somali Athlete, all the teams that have been participating in the competition. We appreciate everything. DJ Mo in the building, as always. Again, if you don't know about the channel, please like, subscribe, and comment.
We're here with Finucci, Cardiff fan.
Yeah.
Obviously, you guys won the game today. So, what was your thoughts on the game?
Well, obviously, it was to be expected. It was a sunny day. We had the crowd turn up. You know, the San Siro is a very dangerous place to come. We lost, unfortunately, here 5-0 against Birmingham, but that was a smack in the mouth to wake us up, and that's exactly what we needed against Powerhouse.
Also, obviously, you seem like you got more confidence of your manager. Your manager was like, "I'll take anything."
Yeah.
But you said that obviously, you expected the result.
100%. Obviously, Allah Mubarak, Ahmed Snorri is a very humble guy, and he likes to take things like game by game. But I'm not from the same cloth. I knew we were going to beat Manchester Powerhouse today. They had an early game today, but we were prepared, and the boys behind the scenes running 15Ks, extra training sessions. Like, you could tell the defeat to Birmingham really affected them to the point where, you know, they had to go back to the training board, and, you know, result speaks for itself.
Obviously, you guys lost 5-0 in the last game, and obviously you guys were wounded animals. So I thought that was going to be a tough challenge for Manchester because you guys are not going to register 2 losses at home together.
No. And 2 things about Cardiff is like, don't sleep on them because we will hit you back late. And if you come to the San Siro, you're in for a game. If you win, you've deserved it. But it's not going to be easy for you. So when we lost 5-0 at home, you know, our invincibility kind of got wounded a bit. But we know how good we are. We know the quality that we possess, and we're our own biggest enemies. You know, if we don't prepare, any team can beat us. And Birmingham, I'd like to say that Manchester Powerhouse in the final third, they definitely had better quality up front. So it just goes to show that we weren't awake on the day for Birmingham. But rest assured, when we do get all the way, and I'm looking into the camera, Birmingham, if you make it there, we will see you again.
So you're going all the way, yeah?
No, inshallah, we're going to play Hilltop. We're firmly in their heads. They haven't recovered since we came back against them 2-3 years ago. And then we got OAR, who beat us here last season, but it was a very competitive game. But ideally, we're going to make it to the final. In fact, I'm already there.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Good luck.
And I just want to say shout out to my brothers from Mani. 3 years ago, they were all at me on Twitter. At me on Twitter now.
They won't, I bet, yeah.
Ahmed, there you go. That's all the managers, and they seem to be very. One Ahmed is very happy, and the other Ahmed wasn't very happy.
Yeah, man, the battle of Ahmeds. And this Ahmed here will just be, when it comes to Hadal TV, a neutral, going to the games and doing what we do in terms of media coverage. But me being involved as part of the Manchester Powerhouse, of course I'm disappointed. Of course you want your team to win, your city, your, you know, all that, your community to win and all that stuff. So it is disheartening. But inshallah, bigger and better next season.
Inshallah, that has to be the way going forward. You know what I mean? You need to fix it.
Let's just do quick predictions for the next playoffs.
Yes.
Cardiff Hilltop. Just give me one word.
Hilltop.
Cardiff. Phoenix to Sali. You've not really seen Phoenix play, so.
Yeah, that's going to be one thing that I've not seen so far
So
yet.
that one,
So
just gonna
I'll be
leave
looking
that.
forward to meet you guys and hopefully see Phoenix.
To Sali
playing-
surprised me. So
Yeah.
Sheffield, I really can't call that one.
Sheffield is good. Sheffield is a good team.
Good team,
Yeah,
man.
good team.
Good team.
I think we were like, but it just depends in it. Like consistency, being consistent is another question.
Yes.
We're like that. Manchester's like that. I think Sheffield is like that as well. So I think I've not seen Phoenix, but I think Sheffield got a good team.
Solid. On that note, I'm going to wrap it up here, unless you have anything else to add. Make sure you guys hit that like and comment your thoughts of this episode and anything else that we have coming up as well. And also subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you haven't done that already, now is the time to subscribe to the channel. I've been Ahmed.
I've been Asad.
We'll catch you on the next one.
See you later.